Speaking to you from the crime lab of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County, and I'd like for you to meet the director, Mr. C.A. McInerney. We're going to talk about the lie detector, which you have another name for, but which is right here in front of us, and we're going to see how it works. How does it work?
Well, this is the polygraph, Ray, and the principal purpose of it, of course, is to determine whether or not a person's telling the truth. It's an investigative aid in criminal investigations. The way that it works is that when a person's being examined, this chart is moving through the machine. And these pens that you see here are recording some of the physiological changes which occur in the person's body.
Such as what? I mean, what are those changes?
Such as respiration, blood pressure, pulse, sweat, and muscular activity.
You have 5 different pens there.
Yeah, that's right. We're recording respiration on the 2 top pens, and the center pen will be recording changes in perspiration. This pen here will be recording changes in both blood pressure and pulse, and this pen will be recording changes in muscular activity.
Well, then the subject has to have contacts and things on them connected to these pens.
That's right. That's right. It's recording the changes that occur inside the body. That is what we call a person's implicit behavior, as opposed to the behavior which you can observe with the naked eye.
Could we try this out?
Yeah. Have a seat right here, and I'll try to explain it to you.
This seat is portable, I see. You take it out from here? You use it outside the lab?
No, we normally keep it right here in the laboratory. Now, this is a pneumograph tube, if you lift your arm, which goes across the person's abdomen, and it records changes in breathing.
Now, this is one of the needles, and it's going to record over there.
One of the pens, that's right.
And as I breathe or move, why, that goes.
Now, this is another pneumograph recording. It records breathing in the chest rather than in the abdomen part of the body. Here we have a blood pressure cuff, which records changes in both blood pressure and pulse.
This is just like the doctor uses then.
This is identical, except that we have a line recording rather than just recording the millimeters of mercury on a regular scale. Then we also have muscular recordings. Some of them are in the arms of the chair, and some are in the seat.
In other words, if I tense myself, this will record any change.
That's right.
In muscle action.
It records changes in muscle action, but the principal purpose of the recordings is to help us to determine whether or not a blood pressure changes from movement or from deception.
Well, now, you have to have a lot of experience, I suppose, in knowing. You put that right on the finger.
Yeah. This is an electrodermal, and it records changes in sweat. The principle behind it is that when a person secretes, that the conductivity of this current increases as the resistance is lowered, and it causes one of these pens to move.
Now, as we're all hooked up, you would ask me questions, I understand, which would then have reactions on the pen.
That's right. In a normal test procedure, the person to be examined would know the questions that he was going to be asked before the test actually started.
And then you would read all of these through, and by experience with one of these, you could tell on questions whether he was telling the truth or not.
That's right. That's the purpose of the machine. It's based on the idea that when a person is not telling the truth, that their body goes through some of these involuntary changes that we previously described.
Well, we don't want to tell too much about my truthfulness here, so let's see where the magic carpet will take us next.